everyone, it's Janice. So today I'm going to be going over 4 easy tips to help you improve your handwriting. And I also have a free worksheet for you guys to practice doing my handwriting style, so if you're interested, just keep watching. Now the 4 most important tips are firstly, your grip, which can dictate how your handwriting looks and how well you can maintain your handwriting when writing for certain periods of time. Next is the type of pen. It's really important that you choose one that is smooth and glides evenly so your handwriting can be neat. The third tip is using grid or squared paper to promote neat writing and also help you increase the control you have over the size of your letters. The fourth tip is seriously just practice, and I'll show you how you can do that using my worksheet. These are just 4 tips, but if you are super passionate about making your handwriting look great, there are tons of other videos and classes on Skillshare on exactly this topic. Plus, there is a lot of other courses in design, business, and etc. that you can take if you want to expand your creativity and develop your skill set at the exact same time. I know beautiful calligraphy is a huge must-have in the StudyGram community, and you can achieve just that by subscribing to Skillshare for not even $10 a month. So if you're interested, you can join a community of more than 7 million creators who are all learning with Skillshare. There is also a link in the description box below where the first 500 people to sign up will get 2 months of Skillshare free. So feel free to check them out. The most important thing is finding a grip style that is comfortable and gives you the control you need. This particular grip style is called the dynamic tripod, and this is what people think is the correct way to hold a writing utensil. So you have 3 fingers directly in contact with the pen, which makes your grip look like a claw. This pen grip actually gives you the most control over your finger movement, so you can move quite freely when forming your letters. And your ring finger and pinky finger give you stability while writing. When I do this grip, I find that my letters can actually go a lot wider because of the expanded movement. However, because there is a lot of pressure on your middle finger, you might develop a callus like mine. So this is from years of aggressive note-taking, so just a warning. As you can see, it's super easy to do bubbly type letters with this grip, so if you like a bit more control over the width of your letters, then I recommend this grip. The next grip is called the lateral tripod. This is the grip I use the most because I don't need too much freedom of movement when writing my letters, so when I use this grip, my letters actually become more narrow and I feel like my handwriting looks more consistent. However, this grip puts quite a bit of strain on your thumb, especially if you're the type to press hard when writing, so just keep this in mind if you're interested in trying this grip. Now, despite the limited movement over the dynamic tripod, I actually recommend this grip for the neatest handwriting and the most control over the consistency of your handwriting. Next is a dynamic quadrupod grip. You have more fingers in contact with the pen with only your pinky finger tucked into your hand. Because you have the extra finger on the pen, you might find you'll have less range of movement, and it's also less stable because you've only got the little pinky finger stabilizing your whole hand beneath. This is definitely not the grip you want if you want to maintain neat handwriting for a longer period of time. The lateral quadrupod grip is the exact same, except now you've got the thumb wrapping going on. Personally, this is seriously uncomfortable and I can't see myself writing for longer than a couple minutes with this grip because of the huge loss of stability and how tiring it is to use so many fingers just to form letters. This might hurt your 4th finger because of the pressure you're using just to keep the pen in place. My joints were super sore just after writing these sentences. There are also various other grips that people might do that won't allow much finger freedom when writing and might just cause finger and joint pain. As you can see, the type of grip can make a huge difference in how well you write and how long you can write for. So make sure you find one that is comfortable enough for you and gives you the freedom you want when forming your letters. In terms of pen type, I always recommend smooth ball pens or fine gel pens for the best writing experience. These 4 here are my favorite for writing because of how well they glide on paper and how crisp they make your handwriting look. The first one is of course the famous Muji fineliners. This one in particular is 0.5 millimeters. The fine tip gives you a lot of precision, especially when writing cursive and making those cute little loops in your F's and J's and R's and S's. Next is a Pilot Acroball in 0.7 millimeters. This is probably one of the smoothest ball pens I've ever used. The way it glides is unparalleled and the grip on it is incredibly comfortable and just the right size. I could probably write with this for a long period of time because of how flowy and smooth it is. This is another really great fineliner type of pen called the Pilot V-Ball Grip, and this one is in 0.7 millimeters. It does produce crisp lines that, again, like the Muji pen, will give you great precision over the form of your letters. However, fineliners are naturally not as smooth as ballpoint pens, so if I were to choose one over the other, it'd be the ballpoint pen. Lastly, one of the smoothest ballpoint pens I've used as well is the Bic Velocity in 1.6 millimeters. It's like the Acroball but thicker and even smoother, and I seriously recommend this one. Now my third tip is to use grid or squared paper to write. While it gives you straight lines, it will also help you control the size of your letters because of the little squares. The grid gives you a guide to the width and height of your letters, so if you wanted to design new letters, I would start by doing that on grid paper. Another hack is to write in italics. I'm not exactly sure why this is, but you don't have to think twice as much about making your letters look neat and consistent, because I guess italics makes it a lot harder for you to spot differences in letter sizes and height. So if you don't want to spend too much time thinking about how to make your letters straighter, I would recommend writing in italicized form. On grid paper, I'd also practice writing out the alphabet with one letter per box so you can perfect the way you want your handwriting to look and figure out what size and height of letter works best for you. If you're an iPad user, you can also pull up grid paper on GoodNotes or Notability and do the exact same thing. This is how I ensure nice handwriting in all my notes. The fourth tip is to practice, practice, practice. Now, if you're interested in learning how I write, I made a free worksheet that you can print off or export to your iPad so that you can trace over my letters and basically adopt my handwriting style. I will say that the best handwriting style is one where you can write quickly and still be fairly neat and legible. So find that middle ground for yourself and develop your own style along with it. Again, for my iPad users, you can use GoodNotes or Notability to trace over the document using black ink and just keep erasing it to practice. After you've practiced a few times, you can try writing your own words and sentences using my letters. I'm really interested in knowing what kind of grip you guys use on your pens, so please let me know in the comments. So I hope you guys found this somewhat useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and if you would like to support me, please hit the subscribe button on my channel. Thanks for watching!